Hey everyone, Frankie here, and wow, do I have some awesome news for you today. If you love Marvel's Spider-Man 2 on the PS5, get ready. Insomniac Games has been super busy. They have been working hard to make your Spidey experience even better. We're talking about some really cool updates. These updates make the game smoother and more fun. It is a great time to swing through New York City. So, what is new, you ask? Well, first up are performance patches. They help the game run like a dream. Think smoother web swinging. Think faster action. Everything just feels more responsive and crisp. The team at Insomniac listens to all your feedback. They want to make sure the game is the best it can be. So, your adventures as Peter Parker and Miles Morales will feel more amazing than ever. But wait, there is more. We all love new suits, right? Insomniac has delivered some fantastic new threads for Peter and Miles. Some are inspired by classic comics, others are brand new designs. Trying out all the new suits is a blast. It really adds to the replay value of the game. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Okay, so we have talked about the cool updates for the main game. But I know what many of you are thinking, what about more story? Specifically, what about more Peter Parker story? Well, the rumor mill is always spinning in the world of video games. And let me tell you, there are some exciting whispers out there. Fans are really hoping for downloadable content, or DLC, and many hope this DLC will focus more on our guy, Peter. We all love Miles, but Peter's journey is far from over. Some rumors suggest potential story expansions. These could dive deeper into Peter's life after the main events of Spider-Man 2. Imagine new villains for Peter to face, or perhaps new challenges that test him in different ways. Maybe we could explore some storylines that did not fit into the main game. The possibilities are really exciting to think about. Insomniac has a great track record with DLC. Let's switch gears from games to animation for a bit. There is a super exciting new animated series coming soon. It is called Spider-Man Freshman Year. This show is going to take us back in time, way back to Peter Parker's earliest days as Spider-Man. Think about it, before he was an experienced hero, before he had faced many of his famous foes. This series will explore that origin story in a new light. It is a part of Peter's life we have not seen in this much detail before in animation. So, what can we expect from Spider-Man Freshman Year? The show will focus on Peter as he is just starting out. He is learning how to use his powers. He is trying to balance being a hero with being a high school student. That is classic Spider-Man stuff right there. The series is confirmed to be set in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but it will explore a path not taken in the movies. This gives the creators a lot of freedom. They can introduce new characters and situations. It will be a fresh take on a familiar story. The animation style is said to be really cool. Section 4. The future is now Spider-Man 4 in the MCU, what we know. Alright, let's talk about the big screen, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. After Spider-Man No Way Home, everyone has one big question. Will we see Tom Holland back as Spider-Man, and will there be a Spider-Man 4? Well, webheads, I have some good news for you. Development for another Spider-Man movie is indeed happening. It is still in the early stages, of course. These big movies take time to get right, but the fact that it is being worked on is super exciting. And yes, Tom Holland is expected to return. He has talked about his love for playing Peter Parker. He is just as passionate about the character as we are. Knowing that he is on board is a huge relief for fans. Tom brings such a great energy to the role. He perfectly captures Peter's youth, intelligence, and heroism. His version of Spider-Man has been through so much, especially after the end of No Way Home. Everyone is eager to see where his story goes next. So what could Spider-Man 4 be about? No Way Home left Peter in a very interesting place. Section 5. Comic Book Capers. Peter Parker's Adventures in Print. Now let's swing into the world of Marvel Comics. Peter Parker has been thrilling readers for decades, and his adventures in the main Marvel universe are still going strong. The comics are where Spider-Man started. They continue to push the character in new and interesting directions. If you are not keeping up with the current Spider-Man comics, you are missing out. There are always big events and surprising twists. It is a wild ride for our favorite wall crawler. Recently, Peter has been through some major upheavals. Comic book storylines can get pretty intense, as you know. He has faced new, formidable villains. He has also dealt with dramatic changes in his personal life. These stories often test Peter to his limits. They make him question his choices and his responsibilities. But through it all, he always tries to do the right thing. That is the core of who Peter Parker is. It is what makes him such an enduring hero. Section 6. Peter's Promise, the Heart of Insomniac's Spider-Verse. Let's talk about Peter Parker in our Insomniac games. I know some of you might wonder about his future, especially with the amazing Miles Morales sharing the spotlight. But let me reassure you, Peter Parker is and always will be the heart of this Spider-Man franchise. His journey is central to the stories we tell. He is the original Spider-Man. His legacy is incredibly important to us at Insomniac, and to me personally. We love Peter, and we know you do too. As the voice of Peter Parker in these games, I can tell you this. I am absolutely committed to continuing his story. Voicing Peter has been one of the greatest honors of my career. I love stepping into his shoes, or, well, his mask. Every time I go into the recording booth, I feel that responsibility. The responsibility to bring you the Peter Parker you know and love. And there are still so many stories we want to tell with him. So yes, Peter will be back in future games. You can count on that. Peter's role as a mentor to Miles is also very important. It shows his growth as a character. He is not just a hero, he is a leader and a teacher. But that does not mean his own story is over. Section 7. A new face in the web, Silk, Spidey, and what's next? Now for something really exciting that fans have been talking about. There is a big theory buzzing around the community. It is about a character named Cindy Moon. Does that name ring a bell? Comic book fans will know her as Silk. There have been some hints in the games, and fans are wondering if she might appear in future installments. This is a really cool theory, and it could open up amazing new story possibilities for Peter and the whole Spider family. Who is Silk, you ask? Cindy Moon was bitten by the very same radioactive spider that bit Peter Parker. That is right, the exact same one. This gives her similar powers to Spider-Man, but she also has some unique abilities, like organic webbing that comes from her fingertips, and an even stronger spider sense. Her story in the comics is fascinating. She was hidden away for years to protect her from a villain named Morlun. Her introduction would add a whole new dynamic. If Cindy Moon or Silk is introduced into the Insomniac games, imagine the impact. It would create a very interesting situation for Peter. He would discover someone else who shares his origins. This could lead to a unique bond between them. It could also lead to new team-ups and new challenges. How would Peter react to someone with powers so similar to his? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more epic content.